Evan McPherson has this one teed up. And we are underway in Southern California. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Play action. It's Herbert. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. This is 2nd and 8. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2 and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Going to give this to Mixon. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. There he goes left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think if you asked them truthfully, they would have been happy to get 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards there and give them a manageable 3rd down attempt. Instead, he found plenty of room there on the catch and run and turned 2nd and long into not just a 1st down, but a huge play.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. second down and a little more than a yard here. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Herbert on first down now. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this one is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Flush to his right. That is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead.
You ain't gonna get it, bitch.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you.
Dumbass bitch.
What matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for. felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. To the air again, Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and goal, Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Being chased out left. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Told you I was gonna get you, bitch. Bitch ass nigga. I told your bitch ass I was gonna get you.
5-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday.
Keep trying to do that little slick shit. Little dumb bitch. You keep trying to do that little slick shit. Little bitch.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it.
He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there just before halftime. 78 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
At least you ain't get the touchdown, bitch.
2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Bitch ass nigga, throw that ball again, bitch. I'ma intercept it again, bitch. So it don't matter, I ain't get that touchdown, bitch. Make sure your bitch ass don't score shit.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well,
and this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The first play of the second half, a big success.
Bitch ass nigga, bitch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Fire. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Now Herbert following the turnover. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Herbert now. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Going deep here for Allen. Now a closer.
Bitch ass nigga, bitch.
Picks it off. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball.
It got his man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Big 13. Big 13.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Look at the big man rumble.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Come on, bro. What the fuck is you doing, man?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 22. Tua now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
From midfield now, Burrow. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Open man is Higgins. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. 51's the mark. 51's the mark.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Six nothing our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Burrow looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Play action. It's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
And they go play action now. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Again, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
And that flag accepted.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
And they'll accept that penalty. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
sliding out of the pocket. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way.
There he goes, right side. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games, too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. So here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
And they got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Burrow.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. 4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Let's go. You tighten up. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Check.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, 2 AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Here's Herbert. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. To the air again, Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 36 yards. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down, here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. Working the middle here, that's complete to Sample, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And picked up by the Chargers. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of...
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. Burrow on play action. Steps away.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down.
Quick slant here to Smith. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it again. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. Here's Burrow. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's taken in by Palmer. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5. Herbert now. Finds Johnston. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Herbert on first down now. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Herbert. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. And got his man complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 76 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Big 13.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Till the penalty rightfully declined, they'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
On first down, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I'm one, right? Hey, we gotta get to that. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Burrow looking to pass.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. He'll look to throw. This one hauled in by Sample. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Short throw to Smith, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Now Burrow on 1st down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. To the air again, Burrow.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Back to throw here. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, Justin Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert, that is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
It's over. Let's get it. Let's go.
That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mixing up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, can. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Again, it's Mixon.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 180.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now Burrow.
Open man is Higgins.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
A big play looming on 3rd down. To throw, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Throwing, Burrow.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Big 13. Big 13.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Let's go. GG's. Let's get it.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will
Let's go. GG's, baby. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, man. Let's get it. I ain't lost yet.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw.
escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed.
This bitch got lucky as fuck, boy. He got lucky. My girl walked in, went past the fucking TV. I couldn't even pick my motherfucking play, bro.
They made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check back, 6.
Burrow. They'll roll him out right. This ball intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Man, this bitch-ass nigga got lucky GGs, man. Motherfucker fucked me up, walked right past and shit.
Seal this football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. McPherson has this one teed up,
and we are underway from Arrowhead.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now Mahomes.
No hesitations. They go right back to Kelce.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce.
And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Michael Dana
able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now they go play action now. Burrow out to his left.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards.
And as we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection, and it still continues here in the NFL.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. And Burrow going to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 2. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Sliding out of the pocket. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Butker now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 21. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now 2nd and 9.
Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards for number 11.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Let's go. Let's go.
Team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were up there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A handoff to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Now Joe Mixon.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll run with Mixon.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's 1st down.
Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st and goal. Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Here's Burrow. Rolling to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here we go with Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So this one in the win column for Kansas City.
They cheated, bro. They cheated. I was
for the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to